So what's up everyone? It's MHMD and today we're diving deep into a question I've been thinking about a lot lately. When it comes to technology, who's truly leading the charge? We often hear about innovation hotspots around the world, but two names consistently pop up at the top of that list: Japan and the United States. Both are absolute powerhouses with rich histories of technological advancement and a massive global impact. But their approaches, their philosophies, and even the kinds of tech they excel at can be surprisingly different, and that's what makes this comparison so fascinating. When we talk about advanced technology, two countries always come to mind: Japan and the United States. But who's really shaping the future? Let's compare. It's a bold question because shaping the future can mean a lot of different things. Are we talking about groundbreaking, paradigm-shifting inventions, or the meticulous refinement of technology that seamlessly integrates into our daily lives? Both countries have strong claims, and that's exactly what we're here to explore. In this video, we're going to break it down, looking at several key areas: consumer technology, internet infrastructure and smart cities, industrial and scientific advancements, and the underlying innovation cultures that drive them. This isn't just about declaring a winner, because honestly, it's rarely that simple. It's about understanding their unique strengths, their distinct approaches, and what we can learn from each of them as they continue to push the boundaries of what's possible. So let's get into it. Alright, so first up, let's talk consumer technology. This is the tech we interact with every single day, the gadgets and services that shape our routines. And when you look at Japan, it's clear they operate on a different plane of existence with some of their consumer tech. The narrator mentioned smart toilets, and yeah, those are legendary heated seats, bidet functions, even sound masking. It sounds niche, but it speaks to a level of attention to detail and user comfort that's deeply ingrained. Then you have the incredible vending machines for almost anything imaginable. And increasingly, robots assisting in retail environments, not as gimmicks, but as functional parts of the service. It's this pervasive, thoughtful integration of tech into the mundane that really stands out. Now let's flip over to the US. The narrative here is quite different, as the narrator pointed out. The US has revolutionized daily life with the iPhone, Tesla, and Amazon. These aren't just products, they're entire ecosystems that have fundamentally changed how we communicate, travel, and shop. The iPhone didn't just improve on existing phones, it redefined what a mobile device could be, birthing the app economy. Tesla didn't just make electric cars, they made EVs desirable, pushing the entire automotive industry towards electrification with a focus on software and performance. And Amazon, well, they transformed retail and cloud computing. The US excels at this kind of big, bold, category-defining innovation. Next up, let's talk about the backbone of modern society: internet connectivity and how it's shaping our cities. This is an area where the differences between Japan and the US become really apparent, especially when you consider geography and population density. As the narrator highlighted, Japan has faster internet, especially in urban areas. If you've ever been to Tokyo or Osaka, the baseline internet speeds, both wired and mobile, are often incredibly impressive. Fiber to the home is widespread, and they were early adopters of high-speed mobile networks. This robust infrastructure is foundational to many of their other tech advancements. Part of this is down to Japan's urban density. Laying fiber and deploying advanced cellular networks is, in some ways, more straightforward when a large portion of your population lives in concentrated metropolitan areas. And they've leveraged this connectivity brilliantly. Cities like Tokyo have used NFC payments and smart transportation for years, the narrator continued. Think about the Suicha, or Pasmo cards, seamless tap-and-go payments for trains, buses, vending machines, and even convenience stores. This was mainstream in Japan long before it became common in many Western countries. Their public transportation systems are marvels of efficiency, heavily reliant on real-time data and smart scheduling, all enabled by that strong connectivity. Alright, let's move into the realm of industrial and scientific technology. This is where we see some of the most advanced and frankly awe-inspiring developments. In advanced tech, the US takes the lead, with SpaceX, AI, and digital dominance. SpaceX, for example, hasn't just revitalized interest in space exploration, it has fundamentally changed the economics of launching payloads into orbit with reusable rockets. This has opened up entirely new possibilities for satellite constellations, space tourism, and even interplanetary travel. It's a level of ambition and execution that is truly world-leading. Then there's artificial intelligence. The US is, without a doubt, the epicenter of AI research and development. From the foundational algorithms being developed in universities and research labs to the practical applications being rolled out by tech giants like Google, Microsoft, Amazon, and Meta, American companies are defining the trajectory of AI. This spans everything from natural language processing and computer vision to machine learning models that are transforming industries like healthcare, finance, and entertainment. This digital dominance, built on software and massive data processing capabilities, gives the US a significant edge in shaping these future-defining technologies. However, that's not the whole story. Japan excels in robotics, hybrid vehicles, and industrial engineering. Japan's prowess in robotics, particularly in industrial automation, is legendary. So what fuels these different technological strengths? A lot of it comes down to the innovation culture in each country. The US thrives on startup culture and individual creativity. It's built to think outside the box. This is the Silicon Valley narrative that has captured the world's imagination. The idea that a couple of people in a garage can come up with a disruptive idea, secure venture capital, and scale it into a global phenomenon. There's a celebration of risk-taking, a tolerance for failure, as long as you learn from it, and an emphasis on speed and agility. This environment fosters a move fast and break things mentality, at least in its early stages. The US innovation ecosystem is characterized by a dynamic interplay between universities, research institutions, venture capitalists, and entrepreneurs. There's a strong emphasis on individual achievement and the visionary founder. This culture is incredibly effective at generating novel ideas and rapidly commercializing them, especially in software and internet-based services. The goal is often to create entirely new markets or to fundamentally disrupt existing ones, leading to rapid growth and sometimes winner-take-all outcomes. It's an environment that rewards bold bets and unconventional thinking. Now let's look at Japan. Their approach focuses on precision, teamwork, and long-term reliability. This is deeply rooted in concepts like Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. Japanese innovation is often less about radical overnight disruption and more about the relentless incremental perfection of products and processes. So, after diving into consumer tech, connectivity, industrial might, and innovation cultures, we come back to that big question: Japan versus the USA, who's really leading the technological charge? And if you've been following along, you probably already know the answer I'm leaning towards. It's not a simple either-or. Declaring one outright winner would be missing the nuance and the incredible yet different contributions each nation makes to the global tech landscape. It's like asking if a sprinter is a better athlete than a marathon runner. They excel in different disciplines, requiring different strengths and strategies. Let's quickly recap what we've seen. Japan consistently impresses with its meticulous attention to detail in consumer products, creating devices and experiences that are often incredibly refined and user-centric. Their urban environments showcase a remarkable integration of technology for efficiency and convenience, particularly in transportation and payments, built on a foundation of superb connectivity in dense areas. And in the industrial sphere, their mastery of robotics, precision engineering, and reliable manufacturing processes, along with pioneering work in areas like hybrid vehicles, remains world-class. Their culture of Kaizen fosters continuous improvement and exceptional quality. On the other side of the Pacific, the United States stands out for its sheer audacity and innovation, particularly in creating entirely new technological paradigms. Think of the dominance in software, the birth of the internet as we know it, the personal computer revolution, the smartphone ecosystem, and now, the charge into AI and commercial space exploration. The US excels at disruptive technologies, driven by a vibrant startup culture, access to vast amounts of capital, and an environment that encourages bold, transformative ideas. Their ability to scale innovations globally is unparalleled, shaping how the entire world interacts with digital technology. Ultimately, it seems clear that Japan and the US lead in different facets of technology. It's not always a head-to-head competition across the board. So after looking at all that, Japan versus the US in the tech world, it's pretty clear there's no single easy answer to who's winning. So, Japan or the US, maybe both lead in their own ways. One through creativity, the other through precision, and honestly, that sums it up beautifully. It's not a cop-out, it's a reflection of a complex reality. Both nations are undeniably tech titans, pushing the envelope in ways that benefit all of us, just with different areas of focus and different methodologies that have been honed over decades. For me, what's fascinating is seeing these distinct approaches play out. There's a certain elegance and deep consideration in Japanese technology, that omotenashi spirit translating into products that often feel incredibly well crafted and thoughtfully designed for the user. Then you have the sheer disruptive energy from the US, the willingness to take massive risks for potentially massive rewards, creating entirely new industries almost overnight. Technology is always evolving, and the leadership landscape is constantly shifting. What's cutting edge today might be standard tomorrow, and new players are always emerging. The key is that both these giants continue to innovate and push each other, whether directly or indirectly. Ultimately, the real winner is us, the users and consumers of technology, who get to benefit from this global engine of innovation. Whether it's a perfectly engineered piece of hardware from Japan or a game-changing app from the US, these advancements shape our lives.